Welcome again. Today we're looking at plant and equipment. So we're going to go into My Plant and Equipment. And again, we've got the grid set up. We have a piece of plant in at the moment, which is a crane. To add new plant and equipment, all we do is click on the Add New button. And we come up with various details. So the name of the plant. So we might have a front end loader. We might have a description, which is a model number. Three. We might also give it a bit of a further description. We can say anything we want to in this description box. Serial number is an optional field which you can fill in. Service due date is an important one because the system will actually notify us when the next service is due. So you can go ahead and choose that from the calendar. Type of equipment type. So we're going to say that the front end loader is mobile plant, and we can also from here allocate which project it is actually on. Now for now we're not going to allocate a project to this piece of plant because we're going to say that it is not allocated at the moment, but it is active and ready to be allocated. So we can add that. Now serial numbers up here again because we haven't put it in yet. So we're going to just choose serial number for the purpose of testing. And now this is where we can add all the records. So we can add the instruction manual. So we can select, the dialog box will come up, choose the instruction manual from your list, click insert. There are other items that you can add, such as the insurance records. The general photos is a good one because you might take photos of things like the serial numbers, the model numbers, and use the pictures to describe the machine. The profile picture is the one that will come up as the placemaker, so it's the first photo you'll see, and the general photos come up afterwards, and it allows you to scroll through them, so you actually can associate the information and data to the type of machine. How many times have you gone out on site and there's things like chains, especially which chain belongs to which description. It's quite difficult to manage. Take some photos and then you can actually tag these using the QR references, and it makes things a lot easier. Can add registration, can add any inspections that you might do, any risk assessments for the mobile plant in this case that you might be doing, safe operating procedures for things like quick cuts, etc., and the actual service records. Now the good thing about this is as you're populating all this information and you're inserting in it, what actually happens is your principal contractor is being sent that information automatically, so they know that your plant and equipment is up to date, serviced the way that it's supposed to be for use on their site. And you as a company are aware because of the alerts that your plant and equipment has been serviced, the next due date, etc. So once you populate all your things in here, you can put your fire extinguishers in here with the due dates. You can put any items that require testing and tagging, and under type you can choose electrical, and then what you can actually do is sort. So if we were to sort by electrical equipment, nothing should come up because we don't have anything in that type of category yet. But if we went back and searched for mobile plant, our mobile plant category comes up. So although you've got one repository, using the sorting functions, you can sort for a particular item. So let's just try that by choosing the word crane. And let's say it contains that word, and you can see the drop down has only showed all instances of equipment that have the word crane in. Now you've got to go back and click no filter to show the full list again. So what this does is it creates one single repository which allows you to have the sorting capability for your electrical items, for all your mobile plant, and for any individual items. You can also sort through the status for active, non-active or quarantined items. There's a button here for inspectors, so if you add to your personnel someone of type inspector, they will only see the My Plant and Equipment menu. When they come over, they can go over to that crane by way of example, click inspect, and they can add a new inspection record. Now that button would be here because this particular user that I'm logged in as is not an inspector. They are unable to add those inspections. You can display the header page of the piece of equipment. So in here it shows the placemaker photo, so you could recognize the equipment. And what is good about that is you can actually click on the identification tab and it will give you the photo with the QR code to actually place on that piece of plant. So when you come over to this particular tag, you can, using the camera on your smartphone, scan the QR code, and that will take you straight back to this page where you can actually it would actually take you back to this page where you can see all of the things associated with that piece of plant. So anything that we uploaded, such as service records, etc. And that is it for plant equipment.